in Silicon Valley where a stone's throw away from major innovators. But behind closed doors, folks from one of the world's oldest professions, they're taking notes from their high-tech neighbors. Prostitution arrests are up in several parts of the valley. In San Jose, a 35% increase from 2010 to 2011.
According to the females we've had contact with, and males, because it's both males and females, they indicate that they can make more money in San Jose and they can charge more for their services based on what individuals in our area make.
People in the area make a lot. Average wages over the last year of over $96,000.
The majority of them are really sweet.
Karen is a sex worker based in Silicon Valley. She charges $400 to $500 an hour. How much money do you think you've made?
I've made close to $1 million.
$1 million.
Close to $1 million.
She says her clients come from a number of major tech companies in the area, places where the IPO money has been flowing.
These are young guys that are working in the high-tech industry, and they have the money.
Have you guys seen an uptick in prostitution?
I think we continue to see an uptick because we see technology being utilized. I think here in the Bay Area there has always been a tendency to be very accepting new technology as it arrives.
One example, accepting credit cards for sex via smartphone.
The way that it would typically work is I would bill before the session.
Just one of the tricks of the trade for prostitutes in Silicon Valley. The Square credit card readers aimed at helping small businesses accept payments.
Well, I file it under a different business name, and it's just a consult. As far as Square knows, it's a consulting business.
She's an early adapter, taking advantage of the technology built in her own backyard. And she's part of a growing group of high-tech sex workers who call themselves Silicon Valley's other entrepreneurs.
Our listeners are kind of nerdy.
Susie Q is one of them.
I have a Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I have 2 websites, and I have Google Voice. God, what else?
That's a good amount.
Hashtag, 50s pinup or whatever.
She hosts a podcast where she talks about life in the industry.
We're talking about, tech industry and geeky stuff.
Another sex worker, we'll call her Josephine, markets to the tech crowd by wearing geeky t-shirts in her ads.
Geeks make better lovers.
An important thing to remember is
for Kitty Stryker, a sex worker who says her demo is geeks, business reflects the ebb and flow of the startup world, a sector known for booms and busts.
The startup will be doing really well, and you'll see a bunch of people from that startup, and then they might falter, and then you'll see a bunch of people from a different startup.
They all say geeks make great clients.
Young guys in their 20s ask me, how do I get a girlfriend? What should I do? One guy asked me if he should get a puppy as he pulled up in a Ferrari.
For their safety, we've changed names and taken measures to conceal the identities of the sex workers we spoke with in this story. They say that in an area known for geeks and not for game, there's no shortage of eager customers. Lori Siegel, CNNMone, San Francisco.